and like I hear her yell, bro, and like freak out. So I
Oh,
run in to the kitchen area, and she's like, "Yo, something like crawled on my foot."
don't even
Mm.
play with this next one, Barry. Don't even.
They got 12 dudes, and they're out there jumping and celebrating and act like they weren't just upset about the same thing that they're about to ensue and do.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back for episode number 5 of Bald Enough to Say It. Today, as of today's recording, it is June the 28th. So yesterday was Screw Day in Houston. That's why I'm wearing the Houston hat. I'm just going to throw that out there. RIP DJ Screw. But
R.I.P., bro. That was like my
RIP.
childhood, man.
God,
DJ
man, so
Screw,
much good
bro.
music
Man,
in there. Like, I don't know
Screwed
why
and
that just,
Chopped. Do they even
yes.
make those more anymore?
I mean, there's still some that you can find, but I mean, nothing's like the original OG DJ Screw.
Bruh, so
Different time.
good.
Yeah.
Man.
But let's talk about our weekends. That was something that all of the Houstonians got to enjoy this weekend, probably out there swinging the boulevard and stuff like
Swinging
that.
them slabs, bro.
Yes. But Jen, how was your weekend?
I mean, it's been good so
Or is
far.
it?
Busy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been busy. Lots of moving parts, but progress is progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to make any kind of progress.
Yeah.
Barry, what about you, dog?
Well, I mean, like Jen said, we're, I guess, most of the way through it, but I kind of like gave y'all a little something that I was gonna show y'all, so I'm gonna send y'all the pic.
Mhm.
This
All
was
right.
not the weekend,
Okay.
but it kind of was a precursor to the start of the weekend. So Thursday morning, um, oldest was getting up, getting ready to go to strength and conditioning, and like I hear her yell, bro, and like freak out. So I run in to the kitchen area, and she's like, "Yo, something like crawled on my foot. I don't know what it was. I feel like it was just a cockroach."
Oh my God, no.
Bro, I have
Oh
never seen a centipede in
Holy crap,
my
dude.
life, and it was like an 8-inch long, full on
no.
venomous centipede, bro.
Oh no.
Jeez.
So
Instant
luckily
panic.
she
Burn it
had
down.
socks on and it didn't pinch her or bite her, whatever it does. I think it's a pinch. I
Yeah.
think the back
Yeah.
things is where it delivers the venom, but I heard that those bites are super painful.
Oh yeah.
Like there's that
Yeah.
dude like Dr. Venom or something, that crazy dude that be on YouTube and stuff that like takes bites and stings from the
Mm.
worst creatures in the world. I'm like, why would you do that? But he says this is like a really, really painful bite. So
Oh,
thank God
Gosh.
it didn't get her or like crawl up her
that's
leg or something crazy.
wild.
But
Yeah.
it was hard to kill too. Luckily, when she knocked it off, it fell on its back and it couldn't get back on its legs. So I
Mm.
had to smash it with my flip flop. I cut like some good smashes, bro, and it was still like moving. So I'm like, I'm not trying to pick this thing up with a
Oh
paper
my God.
towel and it like comes back to life. And like, I'm not one of those white people that's like, yeah, let's pick this thing up and it's gonna be
Yeah.
okay, bro.
No.
You know,
Let's investigate.
let's just
Yeah.
investigate. No, bro, let's kill this thing and get rid of it. So I got the
Absolutely.
dustpan, I scooped it on that joint, and luckily it was trash day. I took it right out to the trash to the curb and we got rid of it, bro. But the first time in my life I've ever seen one like it live,
Yeah.
like
That's
scarily enough.
crazy.
So that was Thursday. But I mean, outside of that, it's actually been pretty chill weekend.
So have you
Man.
finished moving yet, or
I mean,
are you
yeah,
still in the process
we're
of?
done. I mean, there's stuff I need to do around the house, just like little to dos, but
No, I was just saying
moving
She's
because
saying
one.
like since there's
I'm just,
a
Oh
creature in
yeah,
there.
since there was a
well, the good
terrifying
thing,
creature
so
in your kitchen, we're moving now.
Becca starts freaking out, and she's like, "Is there like a nest somewhere?" And so we start like researching. Luckily, they're solitary creatures. They hunt by themselves. Like
Ugh,
we're not gonna knock
literally
on
and
wood. We're
busy.
not hopefully gonna find a nest or babies or anything. So
Ugh.
it is around the time when we usually do our quarterly spraying. So I'm definitely gonna bring it up and make sure there's maybe a little something extra.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I think it's just all the rain and stuff. Things are out
Yeah,
moving around with
maybe.
all the moisture we
Blah,
got
blah,
going
blah.
on, but pretty crazy, bro. Pretty crazy
Mm.
start to Thursday
That's
morning.
crazy.
So
Man, like,
I'm
so
so glad she had socks on.
it might be something that's going around because that's actually a part of my weekend too, which is wild that you mentioned that. It's not a centipede or anything like that because I don't know what the heck it is. So earlier this
Yeah.
morning, I got up and I was doing some stuff in the kitchen and I kept hearing like this rustling sound above the refrigerator. Haven't opened any cabinets or anything yet. So I don't know if it's maybe like a squirrel like above, like in the attic or something like
Mhm.
Mm,
that, or
Mhm.
if there's
well, it
maybe
could
something
be.
that's going around. I
We've
don't
had
know.
squirrel problems at both our houses. At our old house, they got in the attic and like made a full on nest, and I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've told you that story, but I literally had to like I found the hole. It was like in the little like facade awning, like underneath our
Mhm.
roof, kind of
Yeah.
gable
Mhm.
area. Well, they had chewed a hole in the wood, so I put like a particle board up, and I did that
Shoot
like
through
on an
that?
afternoon, and I heard them like at 9 o'clock at night. It was the craziest
Like, "You're
sound,
not
and I'm
gonna
like, "Yo,
stop
they're
me."
literally trying to get back in." And sure enough, I wish I would have taken a picture, but sure enough, one was stuck in the hole that they had chewed on the wood that I put up, and the other one was literally trying to push it through the hole. But yeah, it was like a cartoon type. Like I was like, "Yo, I don't know why I
That's
didn't take a picture or
so
video
funny.
of it." But that took like 3 days to get them out, and then when we moved here, they chewed holes in the underneath our floorboards in the living room. We could hear them going up and then so you just gotta time it
Mhm.
and you gotta use
Yeah.
metal. So, like, at the old house,
Yes.
I had, like,
Yeah.
some corrugated metal that I put on that piece of wood. Well, here I got some of that metal, like, thicker than chicken wire, but metal mesh. It's
Mesh stuff.
almost like a
Mm,
grill
Mhm.
mesh, and I had to, like, bend it around the wood and then screw the wood into
Mhm.
but, yo, squirrels, they are little
yeah.
deviant creatures, bro.
Mhm.
And I get it, man. It's hot. It's Texas, so everybody's trying to find like the
Everybody needs a little
coolest.
AC
But
in
an
their
out
house.
an
Yep.
attic, bro, I feel like that's hotter than an outside. It's just like a sauna up in the attic.
That's true. But I mean, at least you're not in direct sunlight at
True,
that point.
true. You
I mean,
might be
there's
getting
not
a
really
little
a cool
benefit.
place to go in the
True.
Texas heat. So
Yeah.
Yeah, not for them
I
creatures,
don't
but
know.
dang, hopefully it is just that and nothing
Hope,
too crazy.
yeah. I mean,
Is
I'm
Ace freaking out
Did
about
you
it? Or is he
see what
just
it
like,
was at
nice and freaking
all
out.
or no?
No, I mean, I went and like I tapped on the outside of the house because my kitchen is like on the outside wall.
Mhm.
So I tapped out there to see if there was anything that moved or if I can hear anything from the outside, but I couldn't.
Mhm.
So I don't know. And
Hmm.
I could just be making this all up in my head and maybe there's just something with the ice maker in my refrigerator that's making a sound and this is the first time that I've ever heard it in the 2
maybe.
years that I've had it. So who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. But
Huh.
anyway, I mean, that's been the majority of my weekend is just kind of doing some stuff around the house and I feel like that's the same thing with me every weekend. Just being an adult. Being an adult
Ugh,
sucks.
it's
It's a
the
I'm
lot
so
of
worst.
over it, tired of it.
responsibility. It's a lot
Yeah.
of responsibility. I
Doing the
hate doing the
yard.
yard.
Yeah,
Yep, I
yeah,
did
yeah,
that Saturday,
exactly.
bro, out there and about died in the heat, man.
Doing the
Mhm.
yard, grocery shopping, paying bills. Like,
Mhm.
I'm over it.
Get paid and it's all
Mhm.
gone.
All
Just
gone.
watch it. You watch
Yeah.
it sit there for a day and then you're like,
Just
"Alright,
And
it's
then
no
nothing
more.
left.
yeah.
Nothing."
Man. Well,
Mm-mm.
glad to catch up with you all. I mean, we love being able to meet each other after we've had a little bit of time away. So, like, I
Alright,
always like to
before we
catch up.
move on, I do
Uh,
have to admit a parenting failure. We talked about them last week. I felt
What
ooh,
happened?
horrible for it,
what did you
but
do?
at the
Mm.
same time, it was a life learning moment for my oldest. So,
So sometimes you just gotta do it and feel bad about
well,
it.
no, I mean, it was honestly, it wasn't anything that I just had a brain fart, really. Like so this whole week she's been trying to like move her work shifts around and like get
Mhm.
extra hours. Well, she took a shift on for Saturday, and she took for some reason she kept saying and she started at noon. Well, so I guess I don't know if that just subconsciously got stuck in my brain, but then we figured it out that she was actually going in at 9 yesterday morning. Well,
Oh,
her thing is she's like, "I want you to wake me up. The alarm's too much. It, like, scares me, whatever." And I was like, "Girl, I'm not always gonna be on it, and I'm gonna forget." Well, yesterday morning, I forgot,
Oh,
and me and
no.
my youngest went out running, and we got back, like, at 9:45, and the garage woke my oldest up, and she comes out, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were gonna wake me up." Like, just distraught, and I was like, "Girl, I'm
Oh,
sorry, like, I own that I messed up on this, but this is my point to why I want you to set an alarm because it's
yeah.
not on me, and I'm not gonna be there to get you up all the time, like, this is one of them
Mhm.
times where if you had set the alarm, it
Yep.
probably would've worked out better," and then
yeah.
and then on top of it, she had gotten these new tank tops that were blue or, like, and she washed it with her work shirt, and she didn't look at her work shirt, bro.
Oh, no.
It was like
Stained.
tie-dye, and it was
Like,
stained,
oh,
and yo,
no.
she was
Girl
just
was going through
man, it
it.
was a tough start to her day.
Oh,
But
The last few
luckily
days for you have been just like straight
just
up out of a
straight up out of a movie,
sitcom or
bro. Just
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
for real. Just the
no.
family, all the things that could go wrong went wrong.
Man.
But
Mm-mm.
I felt bad. Like I said, it was on me because I told her I would get up at 7:45,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
got up and I was just thinking I'm gonna go for a ride once the youngest gets up. I mean, we didn't leave till like 8:30, so I just completely out of my brain and
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad. But now this morning she had to be there at 10 and she got up on her own with her alarm. So
Nice.
it was
She
one
getting
of
any kind of
those
trouble or
moments.
anything, or is she good?
So they're called infractions if you show up late. So she got an
Ooh.
infraction, bro.
Dang,
Oh,
dog.
I
no.
was like, all you can do, like making excuses, that ain't gonna work. Just be like, I overslept. I didn't get up. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. That's all you can. You just own it. Just
Mm-hmm.
say what you say your
And
piece
try to
and
do
just
better.
move on, do
Yeah.
better. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like her work
Mm.
email is my email, so everything comes through me. And like
Mm.
at 8
You
o'clock
saw the
last night, I
infraction.
saw the infraction, bro. I
Dang,
was like,
dog.
Oh.
when I went to tuck her to bed, I was like, yo, just to let you know, I got your infraction in the email today. And I kind of laughed, but she didn't really think it was funny. So,
Don't
Man.
pour salt in the wound
but
now.
she is
Right?
definitely one of those people who wants to be as perfect as possible. Like she sets very high
Mm-hmm.
standards for herself. So she was definitely upset. Like
I'm
when we
sure.
got but we got her there by 10. Yo, we got her there in 15 minutes. I mean, she didn't have makeup on and none of that. Like her whole routine was shot. But I was like, girl, we can't do nothing. What's done is done. Get ready. Let's go. And we
Put
got her
clothes
there.
on. Let's
She
Put your
go.
trusted
work
in you.
clothes on, and then
She
that's when
trusted in you and you
We
let
gotta
her
move.
I
down.
know. Like I said it last time, bro. We mess
Mm-mm.
up as parents. We don't always get it
Yeah.
right.
Nobody's perfect. We're
For
all
sure.
human. We're all going to screw up at some
Yep,
point.
it happens. But
Yeah.
it was
It's a
definitely a
part of
learning
life.
moment for all of us. So
Yeah.
But again, that is a good lesson to learn. And that's what I mean with like, let them learn it while they're in the safety net of
yep,
home. Like you were
Mm.
still able to be there, get her to work in 15 minutes, that
yep,
kind of thing.
yep.
So
Yeah.
it sucks, but at least she's learning that lesson when she has the support to get
Well,
her
that's what I told
through
her. I was
that.
like, if this is the worst thing you do, then you're still a good employee.
Yeah,
I mean, you've never
you're
been late.
fine.
You're always available. Like you're there. You do your job.
Yeah. And things happen. We're
Yeah.
human.
Things
And they'll
happen. But yeah,
understand. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
as long as it's not a pattern, it's not a
No, she
consistent thing
Right.
that
won't let it
happens,
be.
she'll be
Like I
good.
told you, she already set her alarm this morning, so
Yeah.
she was on it. Because I would have
Nice.
forgotten again this morning. I'm in here working, trying to
You
get
are
ready for the
wild.
episode,
Trying to
bro.
get everything all set
She
up.
walks out. I'm like, good thing you set your alarm because I was not even thinking about it.
Because I was doing other stuff.
I was doing other stuff. So,
Oh, man.
Mm-mm.
but yeah,
Well, good. Well, if you are new here, please go and check us out on our website, www.baldenoughtosayit.com. You can find all of our socials there. You can find our store to our merch. So if you are returning, you've probably seen us rocking some good merch. You see Jen pointing at the shirt. Barry's got his right there with our floating heads on it. Go and cop some for yourselves, your friends, your family members. Show that support and that love because we love you as well. We did get a lot of some good news and some conflicting news. The NBA draft was this past week, and there have also been some major
major
free agency
big
moves.
trades, bro.
Oh,
One affected both me and Sean in a very
that's
dramatic
true.
way.
Yeah. I'm
I
still
mean,
trying
all of
to
them are kind of
process.
intertwined when you think about it. It is a lot to
That's
process.
true.
So, Sean, what are your thoughts? I mean, the big ones:
Tell us your
Giannis
feelings.
Big one.
Antetokounmpo,
Okay. If
no
you know
longer a
me,
Buck.
yes. If you know me, you know that I am a Miami Heat fan. And the Miami Heat acquired Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Big time, bro.
Traded so much
Ugh.
away for him, though.
So, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling?
Man,
Which
How are
you
you
called, by
feeling?
the way,
It's-
too.
I
You
did
called
call
that.
it.
He's gonna demand a lot, and they
He
gave up
is.
a lot.
And I get that. And I even talked about, I don't know if we were talking on the pod or if this was offline,
It
but
happened when we had just finished recording
did
episode
it?
4.
Okay.
Yeah,
So y'all didn't get
we
to hear
were.
it. You'll probably hear it like later on at some point. But I specifically mentioned one player that I did not want to be included in
Me
the
and
trade.
Sean talked about this, and
Yes.
unfortunately, his boy.
Terrible. Khalil Ware. We lost Khalil Ware in that trade. He's such a young, great talent at the center
Very
position.
Giannis-esque, I feel,
Very
too.
much so.
But I think a better shooter overall.
Yes.
Like a more versatile player.
And since he's so young, he's got all of this potential to be able to grow and to get bigger and to be able to do all the different things that Giannis can already do. So I mentioned it before. Like, if Giannis is available, you have to at least put your bid out
For
there.
sure.
It
For
only makes
sure.
sense. But are we going to mortgage the future on this player that
Yeah.
is technically outside of his peak now? Still a
Yeah.
very
Oh, very
dominant player.
much. I mean, still
Still
top
a very
5 in the
dominant
league.
player. Yeah.
Yes.
But like it's basically do or die now. So I'm at a 65% approval rating on
I
it.
mean, over 50, but
Over
That's
50.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
If we can acquire a shooter, because we're likely going to lose Norman Powell. If we can acquire a shooter, then I think it'll play out pretty well. I don't know.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Even if y'all get a shooter this year, I still feel, I don't know if it'll be enough because the Knicks are probably going to run it back. They'll be able to at least run it back this year, I think. I don't think they're going to
Well, I
lose
mean, they already
much.
lost Mitchell Robinson.
They did? I didn't even know
Mhm.
that. To who?
Yeah, he's going to be. He's well,
He's
not.
an
I don't.
unrestricted free agent, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I
he's not
got you.
technically gone
But
yet,
you
but
think
he
he'll
is going
get
to be
money
going.
and
Yeah,
he'll
he's
go
not going to be
elsewhere?
there.
I
Yeah,
mean, Boston is looking for a big man. I'm
yeah.
not opposed to it. He's just horrible at free throws, bro.
New York's not trading with Boston.
No, I don't
No,
want to trade with him. He's an unrestricted free agent. Let's just go sign him. I
that's
mean,
true.
that's their
Yeah.
their weakness for sure.
I mean, I've been seeing a lot about the Lakers, which the Lakers
They
need
need
a
a big.
center.
They need a
Yeah,
big for sure.
he'd be a good one.
So, do you think that the Bucks took the better package? Do you think it was a better package than the Celtics? I want your
Yes,
honest opinion. You do?
I would say yes. The reason
Okay.
why I would say yes for that is because the Celtics aren't going to give away the players and the picks. It would basically just be Jalen Brown and maybe a pick or two.
They said, yeah, it was going to be Jalen and 2 first-round picks. I want to say it's the ones they had in this year's draft that happened. So they
Yeah,
would have had the 27th and 40th picks. That's what
yeah.
Boston had this year.
So I'd say Milwaukee took the better deal. I mean, you got a Tyler Hero who is a great second option. He can control the tempo of the game. He's really good at scoring when he locks in. And then you've got Khalil Ware, like I mentioned, love the young talent. I mean, he's got so much potential, so much upside to him. And
Yeah.
then all of the picks on top of it,
Well, and they got
like I
Jaime
feel like that.
Jaquez and what's the
And
other
Jaime
dude? I
Jaquez,
can't say his name.
yeah, I don't know how to say his
The
name either.
I don't
Even
know
as
if
a fan, I
he's
don't know how
like
to say his name.
Slovenian, Slovakian, one of those kind of dudes.
And when you think about Giannis, he's wanted to be out of Milwaukee for the
He
last year
and I
plus
feel like
now.
Miami has always been his preferred
Yeah.
destination over most places.
Who wouldn't want to go live in South Beach and play in Miami? So, I mean,
I don't know, bro. I feel the opposite of you. I feel like they took quantity over quality. Not to say,
really?
I mean, I'm just thinking, I think if you look at Jalen Brown versus any of those players,
Mm,
he makes you better right now. They're not better than they were with Giannis now that he's traded. I don't think that. I'm not saying that I'm right, but I feel Jalen would have gave them, and I know that the owner, his or what I read, I haven't talked to the dude, but this is what I read is that he was scared it was going to be another Giannis or
mhm.
Miles Garrett situation since he's the owner of the Browns as well as the Bucks, that he was going to force his way out. Which to me, it's like okay, if you feel that way, you still take him and then flip him for. But and what we could talk about this. Bro, have you heard the ridiculousness that people are saying Jalen Brown is not like nobody wants him because of analytics? Did you hear what's his name? Bobby Marks said?
I know, I haven't heard that.
So this dude man said on, and I don't know who he got this from. He said that analytically Jalen Brown is the 7th best player on any team and that his his trade value is overinflated because of
7th is
analytics.
stupid.
That is dumb
That's
considering
ignorant.
On
Yeah,
any team though,
he
too. Like
finished
yeah,
7th for
6th
any
place in
team.
the league in MVP voting.
yeah,
He has the most wins since he's come into the league if you count regular season and playoffs. He's like I think 6 or 7 wins above Jokic in that span. Like dude is a winner.
yeah,
He had his best season, so I don't understand like how like I like analytics because I think data is good and it can give you insight into people and systems and players. But when you just look at numbers and you don't just use the eye test, like if you see Jalen Brown play, dude is one of the best two-way players in the league, arguably the best two-way player in the league right now.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
again, that's just but it's
That's
crazy that
that sounds like clickbait though. Like there's
and you
no way
might be
that
right.
anybody really believes that he's the
I would well, and
seventh
that
best
crazy
player
thing
on any
is
team.
Stephen A. even,
Yeah.
like, he heard that and he was like, even with me and him beefing right now, like, saying that he is not valued as a trade asset
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah. I think that
So,
it is a very potentially issue bringing him in to basically any other team other than
yeah,
Boston right now, just because of how disgruntled he seems like he is.
bro.
He's a great player. Like you just mentioned, he's a great two-way player, one of the best in the league right now. He's got still a he's still got a few years left, probably
He's got
before
3
he
year on his
really
contract,
hits.
so he's a design like, he can't
Yeah,
really
before he
force
can
his
really
way out because
choose
he's
his own
stuck for 3 years.
destination.
Yes, he can't
Yeah.
choose his own destination, but you're
So I
gonna
think
have him
bringing
for
him
3 years.
in, yeah, bringing him in, still having the contract that's going to be there, like that could be an issue if he's not happy
Yeah,
because he's going to do the same thing that he does right now. He's going to go onto his social media. He's going to have all of his live streams. He's
yeah,
going to talk about the refs. He's going to talk about the different things in the locker room, and that's you can't have that
yeah,
on your team. So I mean, while he is a great player, I think that it's going to be difficult to move him for that reason. It has to be a team that just purely has the structure and they want a great two-way player.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you there. It is gonna be well, that's the thing that just makes this whole thing for me as a Celtics fan stressful because it's like now there's
Yeah,
this underlying or even overlying just like, man, what is gonna happen? Because is he gonna get traded? You rather it happen sooner than later. So, like you said, people can move on, or is he just gonna drag out? And to me, like kind of going back to the whole thing of like, it was it a better package? I feel like the Bucks also know if you hand Boston Giannis and you just take Jaylen Brown and 2 picks, you really just gave them a really decent shot at a championship if Giannis is
yeah.
healthy this season. Like,
Oh,
they're
absolutely.
gonna be one of the better, if not the best team in the East with that. I mean, on paper, you don't know if it'll work out, you know? You don't
Yeah,
know if Giannis and JT would work well together. You think of what you know up to now they would, but, I mean, sometimes those egos don't always mesh too.
that's
But
true. And
JT though, man, I feel like he's just one of those guys that he wants to do what's best for the team. He's just gonna go out and hoop. Like he's not worried about, kind of what you're saying with the Jalen. Like Jalen wants to be out there and
yeah,
wants to be
he
talked
wants to be
about
the
where
guy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
JT's like, bro, I just want to hoop. If I'm the guy, great, but I just really want to hoop.
He just
So
wants to make Kobe proud is what it
I
is.
mean, he does, bro. That's his
JT just
idol.
wants to
He
make Kobe
does,
proud.
bro. Good for him. But
Man, but no, you were talking about different personalities coming together and if they're going to mesh or not. What do you think about Ant Edwards and
bro,
LaMelo Ball playing
It
together?
could
That's going to be
be it
exciting, bro.
can be the most exciting backcourt in the NBA, but it might be the most tumultuous, bro. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be
Between the child support and
yo,
and
and
the driving
craziness,
tickets, like
bro.
it's about to be
Dude,
crazy.
I don't
It's about
know,
to be
man.
grimy hours up
It
there in
might be the grimy wolves
Minnesota.
out there, bro. But nah, they should be fun to watch. I mean, losing Nas Reed is a big loss. That was he was kind of one of their tougher
Yeah,
guys,
that
their
is a big one.
enforcers, but I mean, LaMelo can hoop, man. Dude
Yeah.
can give you a lot, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, I just I mean, I know the Boston was talking with the Wolves and trying to get Nas Reed as part of a JV trade, but they want
Mm,
Boston's asking price is insanely high too, and that's
yeah.
why they ended up moving over to Charlotte and going with that one.
Yeah. I think that this is about to be some of the most exciting basketball that we've seen in the NBA in a while. Like it nothing can touch the Olympics from a
No,
couple
that
of years ago.
was
Can't
top
touch that.
notch basketball,
But if
man.
we're talking NBA gameplay,
Yeah.
those two together are incredible.
It should be high energy and fun to watch. I
Yeah.
would agree with that. I like you said, I wonder if the egos are gonna be able to come like work
Mhm.
well together because they are very, very unique and high egoed guys. Very
I'm
much.
just I'm honestly just ready for the post game interviews because they
Bro.
both they both
I think I
just say
saw some
whatever is on
clips.
their
Yep.
mind.
They just
They
say the
both
most
just say
random
whatever is on
stuff,
their mind.
dude. It's hilarious. So there should be some good pressers after those games,
Right?
but
We should keep a
I
tally
hope
of
they're
how much they're
winning.
paying in fines. That'll
Dude,
be
that's what I'm saying. I
hilarious.
hope they're winning because if they start losing, them dudes are gonna be going off and losing a lot of money.
Mhm.
Because they'll just feed off each other, I think, going at each other's neck. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting for sure.
Well, the theory right now is that they will probably win a title in 2028. And the reason why is because of Julius Randle.
Mm,
So Julius Randle was with the Lakers. 2 years
I
later,
saw
they win a
that. I saw that.
championship.
I did.
He goes to the Knicks. 2 years
Yep.
later, they win
2
a
years after
championship.
he gets traded away, those
Yep.
teams have won.
And
I
now
did
he's
see that.
leaving the Wolves.
I
2028.
mean, I
We'll
still
see.
feel like they probably do need another piece or two.
Yeah.
I mean, you got McDaniels, and then what's the dude they just re-signed the guard that they got from Chicago? I can never remember his name. He's the dude with
From
the
Chicago.
he's the dude with the braids. It's an African name, and I can't remember it.
Oh, DeSumo. Is that?
Yes, they
Yeah.
re-signed him. I know they did. So
Yeah.
I mean, their backcourt is going to be dangerous, like for
Yeah.
real.
Solid. And
Yeah,
Jaden Daniels is a lockdown
yeah.
defender.
McDaniels is one of the
Or
better
McDaniels,
like
yeah.
perimeter defenders in the league for sure,
Yeah.
and he can still give you a bucket too. So it's not like he just does one thing. He can definitely produce on both sides. So
Yeah, for sure.
their backcourt, but then I mean, you just got Gobert, man, and he's definitely on the decline. His defense isn't what it used to be, and he's not going to give you that many points usually, typically.
Yeah.
So it'll be
We'll see.
interesting.
See what the
They'll probably go
Frenchman
out and get
does.
some. Yeah, they'll probably go out and get some decent pieces,
Yeah.
role players maybe, but some movement. But
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot
I
of
just don't know what
movement.
Boston does, man. I keep hearing that.
Boston loses. Boston, they lose like they always do.
You're
They're
funny.
losers.
You're
I'm
funny.
saying.
Stop trying to
Funny.
fight.
I'm not trying to fight. I'm
Anyways,
Too
just
early
saying
in the
that.
episode for that.
I'm
anyways,
just saying that. I mean, they want too much.
I mean,
They've got
again,
a phenomenal GM. Like I can't argue with that. They've got a great like Joe Mazzulla has grown on me so much
you know you love
over the
Missoula,
years, dude.
bro.
He's a heck of a coach.
You love him. He
So
crazy. He says some off the wall things.
absolutely crazy. Like he's kind of maniacal, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I would
That's why
agree
we
with
like
that.
them.
that's
That's
why
why I
he's
like
that's why
for
he's such a
real.
great coach.
Five.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
I don't know. We'll
I'm
see what they
interested
do.
to see. They do
Yeah,
need a big. I wouldn't be opposed to Jalen Duren sign a trade. Somehow they can
that's
make
true.
that happen. Or I don't know who they would go after, but I heard Denver's supposedly interested in a JB, but I don't know what they would give up for him.
Well, Houston has also put anybody
I
on
don't
the
want Houston. They have nothing
other
of
than
value. Şengün, I'm sorry, that dude is so inconsistent,
really.
bro. Yeah, no, don't give me
He can
that
get
guy.
you a bucket though.
He can get
Sometimes,
you a
man.
bucket, but they need a rim protector, and he's not
Yeah,
a
that's
rim
true.
threat either. They need somebody who's a rim threat and a rim protector, and he is not either one of those.
That's true.
So, no, I don't want Şengün if that's who they're talking about with Houston. No, thank you.
I'll let you live with that.
Yeah, no, it would be Jaden Duren or I know that Denver ain't giving him Jokic, so I don't know
Oh
what
no.
that deal would look like because I don't think they have any other bigs that the only other one that I know of is what's his name, Valanciunas, but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not a rim protector nor a rim threat, so I
He's kind
don't
of up
see.
there in age too.
Yeah, he's definitely on the and he was trying to get out of his Denver contract and go play overseas last year. I remember they were talking
Mm,
about that, but the NBA, I guess they got an arbitrator or something, and they decided he had to fulfill his contract, so he did. So I don't
that's
know even
fair.
know if he'll be back in the NBA this season.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
yeah,
mean, you never know. There's a lot of
it,
moves that happen. People
I
go to
mean,
different
bro, some big
places.
dominoes have already fallen, like you said. So it'll be interesting to see what else happens in the because
Yeah.
what free agency starts Tuesday night. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping some movement happens and we'll start hearing, seeing
Oh,
what that might look like in Boston and around the rest of the league. And like Bron, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna resign with the
I think he's
Lakers?
done with the Lakers.
You think? Where do you think
I
he
think so.
goes? Back to
I don't know.
Cleveland?
I think he's got a couple years left. Maybe this year and
I
next
would
year.
agree. He's got
It's
at
going to be
least 2
left.
solid
I
years.
I think he goes back to Cleveland.
But
If
they
not
can't
this
afford
year,
him,
then
bro.
next
They're
year.
like, oh, they're a double apron team already. They
Do
don't
you
have
need
the.
Harden?
I mean,
I don't
I
think you need
wouldn't say
Harden.
that. I would take Bron over Harden any day, but I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know
think you
what
need Harden. I think you get rid
can.
of
They're
Harden.
not going to cut him. They're not going to. He's not really trade worthy
He's not
anymore,
trade
is he?
worthy at all.
So I don't know how you move him.
How much does he have? Do you know how much he has left on
I
his
do
contract?
not. Probably a lot of money because he demands it.
Yeah, I think you get rid of Harden and pick up Bron somehow. Bron, he can take a vet minimum at that point if he wants to
I
end his
would
career
think
in
so.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Take the vet minimum. Just go play. Go for the ring. You've got Mitchell that's going to be there to help out with it. So I mean, I think that
And
makes the most sense. But I'd love to have him back in Miami, of course. Why wouldn't I want to
he
have him back in
has
Miami?
2 years
2 years
left.
left.
How much?
Wow. What does it say?
Probably in the 30s, I would think. 30-something million, I would bet. And it might.
Says this means he has 2 years remaining on his contract as now. The agreement is worth 81.5
So
million in total,
probably
with
like 35
52.5
and
mil
then
guaranteed.
he's probably like a 30 and then it'll probably jump up to like 40 something to
I
finish
think the
it out.
Lakers could buy that out though. if they
I
wanted
don't
to.
know.
Like, they can pair him up with Luka. That takes Luka off of the ball. Harden can be the ball man, and then Luka can play more free, just spot up and save his
Mhm.
energy because you
Kinda
need
like what
that.
he did with Kyrie.
Yeah.
That he did play better like, with Kyrie next to him, taking the
I
focus
think
off of
Harden
him.
helps out Reeves too. Like, if you think
Mm.
about the way that
Bro, do
Reeves
you think that
plays,
was a good
that
contract?
helps out.
$180 million for Austin
No.
Reeves, bro. They
He's a
overpaid for
great
that
player, but
man,
no,
bro.
I don't think
No,
so.
they overpaid that on my opinion.
He's never been All NBA. He's never been an
Nope.
All-Star. He's never
Nope.
been, like, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, anything like that.
Nope.
MVPs,
I
nothing.
would
So,
agree. When I saw that, I was
yeah.
like, I mean, good for him. Go get your bag, but Lakers are silly to me.
Yeah. I think that they overpaid just out of the fear of losing him.
'Cause was he restricted or unrestricted?
I don't even know.
I wonder if he was
I would
restricted,
think
if
that he
they
would
would have let
probably
him.
be I think that he would probably be restricted
Right? That's why I was like, I would have let him go see what he could get on the open market and
and then come back
decide
in.
based off that. Because I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes that can bite you because teams are willing to overpay, but for you just to go out and overpay right off the bat, be like, well, no,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's just like go see what you're worth, and we'll decide whether we think you're worth that to us.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm a little more ruthless too.
I mean, we
So
saw that play out in the NFL with Saquon Barkley, and that
I
didn't work
know
out well for the
didn't work out
Giants.
well for the Giants. So it does. It's a roll of the dice, but
Yeah,
I
you never
mean,
know.
you never know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, nah, crazy dominoes. It'll be interesting next episodes if any other major moves happen once the
Yeah.
free agency period opens up.
One that I'm definitely keeping an eye on too is Morant. What
Dude,
happens
what
with him?
speak of untradeable assets, like I don't feel like there's any desire or value for this man in the
I
NBA
don't think so
anymore.
either. He's killed all of his
Unfortunately.
value.
I
Yeah.
think he has with all the off court antics, bro.
Mhm. I think that
Which is
anywhere that
so
he goes,
sad.
I'm just saying, yeah. I
No,
mean,
do you know about John Morant, Jen? I don't know if you
Nope.
do. Dude
oh,
is,
man.
I mean, I don't know how much
What's
time
he
we want to
doing?
spend. He likes guns a lot, and he likes to show them off. Not necessarily
Okay.
legal ones at that either.
Yeah. Hanging out
Okay.
with the wrong crowd is really the
Hanging
bulk
out
of
with,
it.
we talk, just like we said, show me your friends, I'll show you your
Show you your
future. John
future.
Morant should have
Mhm.
listened to that when he got to the NBA, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was out here
Hmm.
trying to be a hardcore thug and flashing
And the team
guns.
hasn't
And
like gotten to him
Oh,
with that or
no,
like
there's
done
been
anything about
there's
it?
multiple
been
attempts to
so
try
many
and help him out,
suspensions
like
and like attempts of sending
Oh.
suspensions.
him
Yeah.
to like
And he just
therapy
don't care.
and
Yep.
rehab and all
Just
kinds of different
still
stuff.
comes
And
back, just like, I don't care. Does what he wants, which, I
yeah,
mean, good for him to be who he
Okay.
is, but to his own detriment, unfortunately. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know, man. He had such a promising future when he first got into the league, and I mean, he's still an electric player to watch, but
Mhm.
I just don't know if you're like, that's not somebody I would want in my locker room or franchise, unfortunately, from what I've seen and know based off media coverage,
Yeah. I don't know. We'll
sadly.
see how it goes.
Yeah.
Like he's another really exciting player that has kind of just given
Fizzled.
up on his
Fizzled out,
future.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
fizzled out real fast.
Kind
He
of like,
was
I mean, Zion being stuck in New Orleans, he's another one, like so much potential coming into the
Yep,
league and then go to New Orleans and get
yep.
stuck there and
Well, I've seen people saying that,
everything.
or I've read stories that Boston potentially could look at dealing with New Orleans and getting Zion and Trey Murphy out of there. But
I think getting them out of New Orleans would be the best thing for them.
is it an Anthony Davis type deal where you get him? And I mean, Boston does have a good big man system, and they are, like you
Yeah.
said, they have a good coaching staff. Joe Mazzulla has definitely cracked some players and like made them better.
Yeah.
I just don't like, dude's just been injured again. I'm always scared to lead with if he's healthy, he's good
I
because
think that
that's a.
has to do with where he is
And
though.
you might not be wrong because the same thing that happened to Anthony Davis, bro,
Same
got
thing
out
that
and
happened
won
to
him a
80.
chip, man.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't
think
know.
getting him out of there would be great, but we'll
That's
see. We'll
sad
see
that
how
New
it all plays out.
Orleans does that to players, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a heck of a place to go and party, and
Fun
Zion likes to
place.
party.
Stinky. Very stinky, but
He
it's
likes to
fun.
party.
He does like to party.
Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see what comes about from the rest of free agency and what that looks like. What
Yep.
about the World Cup though? How's the World Cup looking?
Yo, have you been keeping up with it, Jen?
A little bit. It's
How's your
been
boy
some.
Ronaldo doing? No, I'm
Ugh,
joking.
let's stop. It's
Oh my
still
gosh.
rough. I'm still upset about it.
How okay, so I don't know if y'all have seen this, but the statue of Messi, is that real or is that AI?
I have
I have
not
no
seen
idea what
it.
you're talking
What are
about.
you
Jen,
talking
Yeah, what do you
see if you
mean?
can find it, Jen. So
Okay,
there's the statue of Messi,
I'm gonna TikTok it.
and it from the pictures that I've seen on social media, it looks huge. but from the back, it looks really weird. I don't
The
know. Do you see it?
Jen found it.
surely this is not
That
real.
can't
She's
be real,
laughing
right?
already. So
There's no way
Okay,
that that
no.
can be real.
share it. I have not seen this,
Hold on.
Jen. Share your screen.
You've listened to us this long, which means one of two things is happening. You either really enjoy the show or you forgot your phone was playing it. Either way, hit follow and let's call it a win.
There's like a bunch of videos, but hold on.
Oh man, there's
So
Okay.
where is it? Is it outside one of the
Share.
stadiums or
I have
what?
zero idea. I have
I
no
have
idea.
Oh
no clue.
my
Like, look
nah,
at
bro.
that.
That's ridiculous.
What is that?
He got cake,
Surely
bro.
this
They
is
gave that
not
man some
real.
cake, man.
Oh my god.
They gave him some cake.
Yeah, I
Surely it's
feel like
not
it
real.
has to be
How does that
AI.
even just pop up? Like, where did that even come from?
I have no idea.
That's
So
crazy.
maybe it is real. Maybe it is real. Somebody put it somewhere.
I'm assuming that's in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I would imagine because that ain't gonna just pop up in the states. I don't
No,
feel.
it's not going to be in the States for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I
a
saw that and I was like, okay,
Yo,
I
where
think the
is
GOAT
that?
debate is over. I don't think that he can be the GOAT after having
Oh,
a
that's a
statue like
horrible.
that.
It's like the D Wade statue. They just messed up
Right?
the whole thing, bro.
Yeah. It's like,
Just
who
messed it
is
up.
that? But
Come
So
on,
goodness.
okay,
man.
maybe the statue
That
is
does
real.
look
Just all of
real.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That does look. But I wonder,
things
is
are
that in the
AI.
states or is that no? That looks like another
I don't
country.
know.
Yeah, that's for sure another country.
Yeah, look at the stoplights and stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
that's definitely another country. But that's crazy. I had not seen that at all. Yeah, it definitely is very suspect from the back for
Yeah.
sure.
So I mean, that's your boy though. That's your
I mean,
boy.
I honestly,
That's
I
your
know I
boy.
was going against Ronaldo last week. Y'all know me. Somebody that likes to just troll people to a certain extent. So I
Yeah.
really don't. I don't keep up with Messi nor Ronaldo that much. I
Mm,
just go based off what I have read. I would give it to Messi just because I look at numbers and to me, it's hard to beat
that's fair.
those.
Weren't you just the one saying data doesn't give you the full
It
picture
doesn't.
and
That,
it's nice
and
Oh,
to
again,
have,
just
but
like
you
talking about those
can't, you have to use your
analytics.
I did,
eyes
and that's why
to
I
see.
said, from what I have seen watching Messi versus Ronaldo, especially in this World Cup, there's a vast difference in 6 goals to 1,
That's
maybe.
true.
Does Ronaldo have
Mhm.
1? I'm not
He has
trying
one.
to talk crap. I'm asking
He has one.
legitimately.
Uh, okay.
Messi scored 6 in
I
3
feel like I'm not
games.
going to get too emotional this time.
Okay, outside of Messi and Ronaldo, how else is the World Cup going? Like,
Joe, I
what is
feel
everybody
bad for
thinking?
Iran, bro. They were so close to making it. And last
Yeah.
night's game, the little legit one of the last games, I think it was while they were playing simultaneously. It was Algeria and was it Croatia? No. Yes. Maybe. I think they
Maybe.
came to a draw. No, it was Algeria and Egypt. That's who it was. Whoever, if one of those teams would have won that game and the other team would have lost, then Iran would have been in as the last team.
Mm,
They went to a 3-3 draw, unfortunately, so Iran was left off at and I swear I checked the score. It was like right before I went to bed last night. It was 2-2 with like like 2 minutes to go in the game and ended up
Mhm.
3-3. So it had to be a
dang.
crazy ending for
Yeah.
Yeah.
somebody to score and then somebody else to score in stoppage time. So
Yeah.
Gosh.
I do feel bad for Iran because they went through a lot
They
just
fought
trying to
for
get.
it,
They
but
did, and
Do
they
you
had some
think that it
really.
yeah.
was? Do you think that it was a setup like that though?
I don't know if it was a setup per se,
I've
but they
seen
were
so many
treated
things about
differently,
that.
and they were treated worse than the remainder of the teams from what I've
Yeah.
read. So,
And I think one of their main players did an interview afterwards, kind of stating something along those
uh-huh,
lines as
Mm,
well, of like the treatment and the fairness
yeah,
of and things like that.
yeah.
So
yeah.
So it
I don't
was,
know.
and they had a goal call back in their game. I think. Or no, who was it? No, I think it was Iran, where they legit like stoppage time, and the dude was
No,
off
I
by
think that
like.
was the Portugal game.
Was that Portugal?
Yeah,
Somebody,
that
like,
was the
in the
Portugal game.
last seconds of the game, they were off
Mhm.
by, like, a toe,
Yep.
and it would've counted,
Mhm. That was the Portugal game.
That's like KD.
but,
KD,
yeah,
like toe on the
get a little
line.
inch, bro, 1
What you
extra
gonna do?
shoe size hurts you.
Blech.
Yep.
So, but nah, it was a fun ending.
Yeah.
France dominated in their last game.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't remember his name, he had a hat trick in 30 minutes, which is
Mm,
insane. It wasn't
man.
Mbappe, it was another one of their better
It was
players.
the D, something
Yes,
with a
it
D.
starts with a D. Yeah,
Hey,
for
doesn't it
sure.
always?
It typically does start with a D,
Kenny's gonna
bro.
be so mad that I'm not remembering this right now.
So that was a fun one to
Oh, man.
watch. Like I say, the last game last night was good. Messi in Argentina won pretty easily. He came in second half off the bench and scored on a free kick to go up to 19 World Cup
Mm,
goals. He's extending that lead, and Mbappe didn't score, so that gap is growing. I think he's still at 16 so far. But good stuff. But yeah, now on to the knockout stages and
yes.
coming out. It's already. I mean, today we're recording on Sunday, and the first knockout game is in about 45 minutes from now. So
Yeah. So what we're going to do as a show, I'm glad that you mentioned that we're going into the knockout rounds. We're actually going to fill out a bracket to see how well we can do as a
Mhm,
show with assuming that we know that we have the ball knowledge to go along with soccer.
mhm.
So Barry's going to pull up his screen and we're going to go through. We're going to talk about our picks for the knockouts and really the remainder of the World Cup so that we can pick a champion here. So let's start on the top left with Germany and
Paraguay,
Paraguay.
yes, I would. This one to me is an easy
Germany.
one. I feel
Germany
Germany will
easy, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
dominate this one.
So we can sure do Germany there. All right, who's
Yep,
up next? France, Sweden.
France.
I would think France.
France for sure.
Okay,
Uh, you gotta
South
help me out with this.
Africa, Canada. South Africa, Canada? Is that
Canada.
what that is?
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
South Africa.
Republic, South Africa,
Yeah,
Canada.
Uh,
Republic of South Africa. I'm honestly gonna
uh,
go with South Africa.
oh, really? I was thinking Canada.
Would
I
you?
was
I
thinking
mean,
Canada too.
okay, we can go that. I'm cool with that. I'm always down to pick a underdog.
There's a couple that in full disclosure, this is very influenced by my husband.
It's all good. Kenny knows
But
what
I
he's
did
talking
he
about. I
really
respect
He
did.
probably knows
Kenny's
I
more than
made
all
him
of
opinion.
give
us.
I
me
was
a
gonna say,
whole rundown this morning about
Okay.
why and where. So some things I agree, some things I was like, I don't know.
Why and where what? Tell us more.
I feel like that's Sean, it was a whole
Okay,
conversation, like
never
an
mind then. Don't
hour-long
tell us more.
conversation. We don't have time to do all that.
Don't
Yeah.
tell us more.
But he really was like the round of 32 is pretty easy. It's pretty clear
yeah,
most of the
usually,
time.
yeah.
Most of the games and the way they're lining up are pretty clear who's going to be the winner. It's really once you get down to round 16 gets a little tougher on
Mhm.
some games,
Yeah.
and then quarterfinals are like, ooh.
That's where you really it's gonna be
And
hard to
even on
pick.
the finals, he kept going back and forth. He's like, dude, it really could go either way right here. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
we'll see.
All right.
I
Uh,
think Netherlands but over Morocco.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Don't even play this next one, Barry. Don't even.
No, I'll give you that. ESP.
What?
What?
Espan
No, that's the next
I'm
one.
sorry, I was looking at the next one.
Portugal.
I don't know, and I'm not
Portugal.
trying to
For
talk crap.
sure.
Did you watch Congo last night? They played
Yes.
a really good game against Austria.
But that's Croatia. What are you talking about? They play Croatia.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I'll give you that.
Don't be confusing me now. All
No,
right.
no,
It took
no,
me a
you're right. I
long
was
time to
thinking
study this
Congo. They're
darn
on the
chart.
other
I even had
side.
to write it down.
No, you're good. You're good. I agree.
And then, yeah,
But
I
the
think you can
next
do
one for sure,
Spain.
Spain. Yeah.
España. And then I'm gonna be
I will
pretty
say this is where bias
confident.
comes into play.
No, I think USA will beat Bosnia. I really do.
Yeah,
They are a
they've
better team.
done really well.
If
Yeah.
they lose to Bosnia, it would be a very
That's
big
rough.
embarrassment. Like straight
Yeah,
up, not
rough.
to disrespect Bosnia, but the United States is a better team. After that round, I think my bias will fall off.
Mhm.
Which it should.
Belgium or Senegal.
Senegal.
Senegal's played well again. This might be one
They
where I pick an
have.
upset because Belgium
I
has
think
not looked solid, and they looked okay their last game, but they did not. I don't know. What
But
do you
does
think?
changing from the groups to the knockouts, does that change their gameplay?
I don't think so.
sometimes, not a ton, but sometimes.
What do you want to? You want to say Belgium?
Yes,
Nope, no upsets.
that's
All
my
right.
vote.
Now,
Okay.
Brazil,
Okay,
Japan.
that
That
one
sounds like
Brazil,
a
should be
for sure.
easy.
fun. That sounds like a fun game. Brazil?
Although Brazil yes, Brazil for sure.
Okay. Although
Yeah,
Brazil has what?
What do
they
you
their best player Neymar has not played yet, but I don't know if is he likely to come back.
Which was very controversial apparently because he was either out on injury, I
Yeah,
think it
he's
was
injured. It's
injury,
like a
and
hamstring
but
or
they still
quad or
picked
something.
him for the national
Mm,
team. So people were like, "Why?" Because there's other people that they could have picked that they didn't,
Mm.
but they picked Neymar. I don't know.
yeah.
Because if
I
he's
don't know.
healthy, he's one of the top 5 players in the
Yeah,
world.
but even when he has been healthy, like I was just talking to Kenny about this the other day, and again, I'm only slightly in the orbit of the game. Like I'm not a super diehard fan, but even I was like, all right, I feel like Neymar, one of the most expensive buys ever. I think he still has the record for that, but don't quote me on that.
He
But
might.
it was huge, this huge big
Mm.
move to PSG, and then he has done like no,
Yeah, they haven't done much with him.
nothing, kind of really fallen off.
Hmm.
So the fact that he was injured and he hasn't been performing
Nah, but they still have a lot
seems
of talent on
interesting.
that team. I think
They
they'll
do.
beat Japan for
They
sure.
do. For sure.
I don't know. This one's a toss up for me, honestly. Ivory Coast played
Where are we at?
really well versus Germany, and
No,
they should have beat them. But Norway's got Holland, and they're
Yes,
really good.
Norway for sure.
No upset there.
Mm-mm. Norway's really strong right now.
They are. Holland's. They played well against
He's a beast.
France, but they did not play him in the game against France, and it showed for sure.
Yeah. But they got to rest him when they don't need him. When they
Yeah,
didn't need
Yeah.
yeah, because there was no they gained
they were
nothing from winning
guaranteed.
that. They were
Yeah.
locked in the
Yeah.
second spot. So
Yeah.
I agree with that. The move for sure.
Yeah.
All right, then we
Mexico?
got Mexico
Mexico
or
for sure.
Ecuador. This one,
That one's it's gonna be a
It's
good
gonna be a
game,
good,
but
yeah.
I
I
think
would I'll
Mexico.
lean
They've been
Mexico
playing pretty
just
well.
because we're from San Antonio. We are in the San Antonio area, but I would not be surprised if Ecuador comes out on top. I would not,
Yeah,
straight up.
that is one I could see like
I could really see
maybe an
that
upset.
one, like because Mexico did
But
not look good against Korea, and they barely won that game.
true.
They got
But they do
outplayed
kind of
for a
have
lot of
like
it.
home field
They
advantage.
do. This is true, and so
Like
it's
they're
hard to
close
go
to
against that. Yeah,
home.
they are going to be playing in
Yeah.
the Mexican city. So now this one, I know England has been favored, but they have not looked
Mhm.
good. They have not
But they're
looked
such a
good.
strong team.
Harry Kane, I know he's a baller.
He is. It's his last World Cup too, so you know he's gonna go
I don't know.
hard,
Do we
which
go
he did
safe?
on the last game.
They put
Um,
up 2 goals. I think they just won
yeah,
2-1, right? Or was it
yeah,
Yeah.
and one
2-0?
of them was Harry Kane.
Yeah, he got one. I think he
Um,
became the all-time leading English scorer for World Cup goals, like for their country.
I believe it.
I think so. I don't know. Congo played good, man. This is the one I was talking about.
They did play good, so maybe it could upset. I think my vote is still England.
All right. Okay.
This one's easy.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Yes.
All right.
for sure.
If Argentina
I feel
loses,
bad though,
don't
cause
say don't say I didn't say I
dude, I mean,
told you
but
so.
that's why they play the games, man. But yo,
Yeah, but Argentina's as much as we want to talk mess about Messi versus Ronaldo, Argentina has a very strong team.
they are very good. But Cape Verde became the smallest nation to make it into the knockout stage. And it is,
So
Sean,
they
I
still have
found
their
out
good
that
run.
they call it by population. That's how they
Population.
determine size of the country.
Mm,
Okay.
So Cape Verde is the smallest, but there were multiple African nations, which was a big deal to make it into this
yeah,
knockout round. So good
pop off
stuff.
Africa.
Let's go.
Okay, what's the next one?
Next we got,
Egypt,
and this is not Austria. This is Australia
Australia.
versus
Australia.
Egypt. I don't know, bro. I might go
I was
Australia on
leaning
this
Australia
one.
too.
Oh,
I think the
all right,
Socceroos
go ahead.
might surprise some people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
They had a few good games.
Egypt didn't
Go
look
ahead.
that good yesterday, or when I watched them play. Okay, then we've got Switzerland versus. I think Algeria.
Algeria. But yeah,
I'm gonna go
Switzerland, I think.
Swiss.
Mhm.
Algeria did not look that great most of the group stage. Oh, that's
Okay,
the wrong
now
box.
this next one is the upset.
This is your upset? Colombia
Are
or
you
Ghana? You think
picking
I could go with Ghana. Ghana looked really
Ghana?
good.
Ghana.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I
I'm
think the
down for
upset is
that for
Ghana.
sure.
Kenny had went on a whole spiel about there's usually one team that like really is an upset and like they do really well and go really far. And he's like full bets
But Ghana's a really
for
good team too.
Ghana. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. He was like full bets on Ghana this time.
And Colombia might kind of because they went pretty far in the last World Cups, but I
Mhm.
don't think they've looked as good as their team did last World Cup either. I'm
Hmm.
down for that upset. All
Okay.
right, so now we've gotten to the round of 16. This is typically, Sean, this is where the actual World Cup has started, was the round of 16. This year is the first year, it's the round of 32.
Yeah.
So adding one more round to the brackets.
So Germany and
Here's where
France.
it starts to get
So
spicy.
here it does get a lot more tough to pick a team.
I still think France.
I'm going to go with France based off what I've seen in the group stages. Like I say, Germany struggled against Ivory Coast. France has just went out and flattened people so far. They have not struggled at all. And they've got Mbappe and the dude who scored the hat trick. Like they've got
Dembele,
talent.
I think is what
Dembele,
I
yes,
think
that's
of.
correct.
Yeah.
So
All right, France it is.
France. Which is kind of upsetting for Germany because Germany is a very strong
they were one of the favorites
they
coming in.
yeah,
Mhm.
but to be knocked out that quick. But again, it's just kind of the placement of where
Yeah,
it
and
falls.
then that's the kind of the craziness of adding this new bracket is now it's gonna make a lot of more difficult and tough
Yeah.
games to start versus like Jen was saying, typically your first round, you see your weaker teams easily get knocked out by your better teams.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Canada and the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
I would say Netherlands
I think
too.
that's where Canada
Yeah.
goes.
Canada hasn't looked that great, honestly. And the Netherlands looked a little slow to start, but they definitely have finished strong in the group stage.
Yeah.
Jen, I
Portugal and
think your
Spain.
boy
All
This is
right,
where
I
it gets
feel like this
fun.
one.
wins.
This
I
is
think
where
your
it
This is
gets
where
boy's
it gets
spicy.
done.
fun. So
Take
you're picking
these
Spain?
out.
I'm believing in the dream, and I'm picking Portugal.
I would say Spain.
I'm
No,
thinking
okay,
Spain
I'll
too.
ride with you because honestly,
Y'all going
Spain has
Portugal?
looked really not as good as they
Not
typically do.
great.
Like, and I
Yeah.
think even the commentators, like in their last game, they were like, "This is not what the
Not it. Yep.
defending Euro champion should look like going in." So, okay, I'll ride with
Okay.
you.
Y'all go Portugal. Just have it noted that I'm saying Spain.
All right,
I'm saying Spain here.
your boy
Uh,
Ronaldo better show up.
I'm really hoping. I'm
This
really
is his
hoping.
chance.
Have you guys seen the theory though? Because everybody always talks about them all being a script. Like everybody knows they do
Yeah.
it for all of the sports.
No,
So there was one on TikTok
that would
that was
take
like,
so much organization, and I don't think
it
human
really
beings are
would.
as organized as we think we are.
And I think that, like you guys are already mentioning in the NBA stuff, like there's way too many egos involved. You
No,
could
you
not.
couldn't pay somebody enough. Like these
No.
dudes, like, no, I don't think so. I
Yeah.
mean, I
But
get
this
it,
girl was
but
like, oh, the colors of the
people be
like
reaching for
They
so
say that
much.
about the Super
whatever
Bowl
is
every single year.
yes, is the
Yeah.
color of the winners.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
ride with USA and versus Belgium. Belgium has not
I
impressed me, and USA has, so
yeah,
I
yes,
would ride
I
with
agree.
that.
I agree.
But I don't know. We will see.
I
And
agree.
taking Brazil over Norway.
Yes. Or
Yeah.
no. Yeah. I
Yes.
was like,
No, yes.
I was
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I would, yes, especially if they get Neymar back at any time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico and England. Mexico?
This isn't
I think I don't know. This is a tough one because, like I said,
this is a tough one.
England has not impressed me from what I've seen, but neither has
But
Mexico.
well, exactly. I think both of them have played very similarly. Like
Yeah.
it's a good game because they're very like even in kind of how they've been playing, but I do think England has a slighter edge.
Mexico still has
They
home
tend to
field
perform
advantage, though.
better.
I don't know. That's true, Sean.
That
I
is
don't know.
true.
I'm gonna ride with Mexico.
All right.
I'm gonna ride with home court
Jen's
or
like,
home
I'm picking
team.
England, but y'all go Mexico.
I'm picking England in my head.
All
Let it be
right, make the
notated.
notes, y'all. Sean's
All right.
variated.
And then if we go down, I'm assuming that we're picking Australia on this next one, right?
Haha, you
Mm,
hilarious, bro.
I'm
no,
just saying.
You hilarious.
Argentina. All right. Well, let's go.
for
Yes.
sure.
It's gonna be hard to go against Messi, unfortunately.
And this the team
Wow.
that's around him, the support that's there.
Yeah, he's got a good squad.
We'll see.
I'm gonna ride with Ghana still, bro. I think
I
Ghana
agree.
can
I agree.
do it.
All right. Cool. Let's go Ghana.
Which again, I think will make for some really cool, entertaining matches.
Yeah. Then after that, we are in the quarters. So France over the
For sure.
Netherlands, and then
For
Portugal over
sure.
the US.
No.
For sure. Yes, I think
Nope.
Portugal over. I think
You're
Nope.
picking the
Portugal
US
USA
over
has a
upset.
better
Portugal.
team than Portugal. They have a
I
better
think Portugal.
team.
I do think Portugal is going to go into it thinking they've got
Nope.
it in the bag because
Home
of
field,
previous.
USA is gonna beat Portugal.
No, I
Yep.
think it's going to be a good game, but I do think Portugal.
All right.
Sean, you're the tiebreaker.
So, well, I said Portugal, so let's
All
jot
right.
it down as
Noted.
Portugal, and
Barry
then we can
picks
note it that
USA.
Barry is saying
Note
USA.
it that Barry
Noted.
said USA.
This is not my bracket. This is their bracket from here
No,
on
this
out.
is our bracket as a show. This guy. All right, so we're putting France and Portugal. They are moving on to the semis.
Mhm.
Then on the other side of the bracket, we've got Brazil and Mexico.
Brazil.
Brazil?
I agree. I think
Yeah.
Brazil. Sorry, Mexico.
And then Argentina, or are we still rocking with Ghana?
Yeah. No,
I think Argentina. I
Ghana's
think
run away.
Okay.
yeah. I
I
think they'll
mean,
get again. I do think it'll be a really good game, and I think that it will be entertaining. But I do think Argentina will come out on top.
yeah. In my bracket, I had Australia gone and they would lose to Ghana. So,
Mm.
You're a goof.
all right. So now we get down to the nitty gritty.
Semis.
Yeah.
Semis.
This
Is it
is
going
a
to be
tough one.
France versus
I
Portugal?
think it'll be France, whether it is Portugal or the US.
I
think it
do.
would be France.
So
I think
France
it
and
would
then
be France.
Portugal goes down to the consolation.
Yep.
And then Brazil, Argentina. I'm
So
assuming y'all
tough.
want to take
Again,
Argentina, is what it sounds like.
I don't know. I think if Brazil can kind of, because again, they've played kind of mid, if that makes sense for them. If they
I think
can like get
Argentina's
some
got it easily.
fire, then maybe.
Again,
I don't know.
unless Neymar is back, I don't think Brazil has
That
enough
they're gonna
to
do
beat
much.
Argentina.
Okay.
I
So
don't.
Argentina's going to the finals, Brazil goes to the consolation.
Okay.
That would be my guess, but
Who is third place, Portugal or Brazil?
Brazil.
Brazil over Portugal?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
And who is your 2026 FIFA World Cup winner?
France.
This is a rematch of last World
think
Cup
it's France.
too.
Okay. Nice. So it sounds like the winner's going to be
Dun, dun,
France,
dun, dun.
Argentina's going to be second,
Viva la France.
and Brazil is going to be, wait, you say Brazil or Portugal? Brazil,
say
right?
Brazil.
Brazil's going to be third.
But in my
So we'll
dream
see.
world, it's going to be Portugal, and it's going to be amazing. And yes, they're going to
Called
just
the
surprise
delusional
everyone.
world,
But
Jen. That's called delusion.
Oh, man.
dream sounds much better. Thank you.
Whatever you want to label it as.
I'm not living
It's just
in
like
my
living in your
dream
emotions.
world.
Sometimes we just gotta live in the real world, the logical
There goes
world.
those emotions again.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to keep track of this. We're going to see how it goes throughout the different matches that come along, and we will see how it breaks down, how right we are, how wrong we are.
How
So
correct Jen was.
we guessed France is gonna do it this year. It's not gonna be a repeating.
No, I don't
Argentina's
think it's
not
gonna
gonna
repeat.
defend, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
I would
think
agree
so.
with that. I really do. I think France has looked the best so far.
All right.
And
We'll check it out.
Brazil, I
If
think
they can
will
hold on to it,
take
if they
third
can
place.
keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have.
So you all tell us in the chat. So
Let
what do
us
you
know your
think? Like, how
thoughts.
do you think these games or how these matches are going to go? Like, how it's going to break down? Does your final match match our final match as well?
Mhm.
Who do you think is going to take home the FIFA World Cup? That's a really fun thing that we're going to be doing here. We're going to keep track of it to see what everything looks like. You started to talk about emotions, Barry. You
You
started to
know
get
me.
into the emotional side of things.
Mm-mm.
Love Island. We talked about it
Hey,
last
hey,
week.
hey.
What's up, y'all? If you like what you've heard and seen so far, don't forget to like us and subscribe. Hit that button on whatever you're listening or watching on. Also, don't forget to follow us on those socials at Bald Enough to Say It on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Come back to talk about it this week. I will say that I've done better about watching it. I think I'm on like episode 8 now or something like
Way to
that.
go,
There
So
you go.
Sean.
There
I'm,
you
I'm trying. I'm
go.
putting in the effort for it. It still sucks, but I'm putting in the effort to see how it
He
all
said
comes
it's
together.
still miserable.
So what's going on? Tell me, update us on the messiness of Love Island, I guess.
Listen, I feel like we have to
Oh
spend
my
all of our
gosh,
time
dude.
here.
Barry was
We do.
hype last night. I'm just saying.
And for
Yo,
good
but it goes
reason,
to
though.
my bold take from last week. I still like just watching I don't know how many episodes probably was it since we talked? Like
Probably like
4.
4. Yeah.
That's
I don't
insane.
watch what is it, After Sun? I don't watch those 2 podcast chicks talk. So I just
Yeah,
watch
I do
Mm.
sometimes, but
the
not a ton.
craziness. So that one was last
Mhm.
night. So I don't know if anything was said or brought up, but
Not
Sean,
anything
this was
interesting.
the point that we talked about last time on the episode was the House of Love or Casa Amor, bro.
Casa d'Amor.
Casa L'Amour, as Sean calls it, bro. But
Oh.
it's this part, and it's like I said, this is always the part where I just like I lose so much interest because the emotional aspect of it all, okay, and I'll even remove it from the emotional, the irrational aspect that these chicks apply to this situation to me is it's just that there's no logical reason as why you wouldn't think what happens. Like,
Mm.
I don't know. Jen, explain. I think Jen knows what I'm
Okay.
getting at, so
I
I'll
do,
let
and
Jen
I can
explain
I
it.
can agree to an extent of the irrational of it. I do think this is a really good example of just the differences between men's brains and women's
Very
brains.
much,
Uh-oh.
very
I
much.
think
It
Casa
is.
Amor women want because this is what they do, and this happens every season. No matter
Everyone.
how
Every
wild
time,
the
bro.
men get, because they get a little glimpse. They get sent a video about what the men are doing.
That's the thing that I think takes it to another level. Is like they get their feelings hurt
Uh-huh.
because dudes are around
They
other dudes
expect.
and they have expectations. Like, no, he's gonna
Uh-huh.
go in and he's gonna shoo these women. They're gonna shoo these women away.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I don't want to. Again, I always say this. I don't want to generalize, but I know we have all said things in different crowds that I wouldn't want people in other crowds to hear. Right?
Yeah,
Can
Right.
we
for
all agree with
sure.
that?
Yeah,
Like,
For
absolutely.
sure.
when you're hanging around your
And now they're
boys or
out
you're hanging
here.
around your girls, and I think even girls probably do this. I don't know because I don't.
For sure.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
gonna be you're hanging around those type of people, the people you find or you feel the closest to. You're gonna say things that are more vulnerable and that you may not say in front of other people. And one
Mhm.
of the things that these dudes said was like, they went in and they were like, "Oh, so and so, I'm in the blondes now," or "So and so, who is that?" Like, just and I don't want to go to the point of saying that boys will be boys because I don't think that's an excuse.
It
To
isn't.
me, it is just dudes who have been in one situation or in setting, however you want to label
Mhm.
it. They get out of that setting and they cut loose. Like they've been in this confined area with these certain people.
I mean, that's the
And
point of the show, though.
and again, it does go back to my point is yes, that is the point of the show is you are trying to explore your connections and figure out. And sometimes, like we said, this is a social experiment that is speeding up the process of emotions and logic and all the things that you can take time and process in the real world, and you're forced to deal with them in such small stints.
Quick,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, like
quick
it's so
timing
like
phases.
they got
Yeah.
upset because the girls got to see the dudes meet the new bombshells in Casa Amor, and like Sean said, the first thing what do? Stick their tongues down everybody's throats, and they got
Mhm.
upset. But okay, and this to my point even more, They got upset watching a challenge, which was supposed to be the live your life, be your nasty porn
Mhm.
kissing self,
Do
whatever you
your
want
big
to call
one.
it. Do your big
Mhm.
tongue, mouth wide open. And they got upset about that. But then the next morning, a boat full of 12 dudes, it wasn't even just six, they got 12 dudes, and they're out there jumping and celebrating and act like they weren't just upset about the same thing that they're about to ensue and do. So the irrationalness
Mhm.
of it all, Sean,
I
it's
mean,
so
But it
hypocritical to me.
what do you say, Jen?
I was just gonna pull it back to, like, that's again w and maybe this is a deeper conversation for us, because I do think it's a big difference between men's brains and women's brains, because women are just going to be more loyal. They take things a little deeper, more to heart. They take it at face value and say, "Yes, that's locked in. That's what it is." So when a man is telling them these things, especially in that heightened environment where they are feeling these things so quickly, when they hear those things like, "Yes, it's you, for sure you," and even when Casa More comes around, "I'm not gonna whatever," like, they've latched onto that. And then no matter how many dudes come in, because they got double the amount
They
of
got
dudes,
double the
and
amount of dudes to
still I
choose
think only
from.
2 girls switched to
Which the
somebody
ones
else.
that switched didn't surprise me one
Didn't
bit.
not at all. All of those other
Kenzie
girls, even
and what's his
though
name, Corbin, they had
yeah,
already been
I
on the
expected
outs
that.
when Casa Amor happened, so that didn't
Mhm.
surprise me. And then
Yeah.
Jen and the dude who should have been there that wasn't there, her
Yeah.
boyfriend or his chick was with
Yeah.
the new country white dude, and they weren't committed to each other. So I was
Not
like,
really, no,
that's
it
an
was pretty
obvious.
new.
Those two or three are
Mhm.
gonna definitely defect.
But you notice that all of the, like, main people who were
Even
locked
as
in since the
much they
beginning.
talk so much shit about each other, like how much they're dramatic and like yo, and they were like calling each other out. It was insane, and then chose them. I'm like, you literally just bashed this person for 5 minutes, and then, but I'm gonna choose. It's just
But see,
like
that's the
what?
thing is they were bashing what they were doing in Casa Amor, but that's what I mean by differences between men and women, is women are, I think, more loyal creatures
Okay,
anyways, and so they see those things. You
the
better come out.
women made
Hold on.
outside. The women made out outside of the challenges too. Not
Hold
as
on.
much as the
Let her cook
men.
for a second. What are you gonna say,
Go
Jen?
ahead, Jen.
Women are more loyal because we were both about to jump in on
Go ahead.
I
I'm sorry,
know.
I did.
This
Go
is gonna
ahead,
be the
Jen.
next clip.
Say your thing.
I do think women tend to be more loyal, but whether it be by delusion or by just, I don't know, instinctually or whatever, women tend to, I think, stay longer, put up with more. And so even though they're like, I saw him make out with that person outside, it was so disrespectful, but I'm still going to give it a try because they'd rather stay and work on a connection than move on to something completely new. And whereas men's brains are different and they're like, if I'm not fully feeling that, I'm gonna try this out anyways because why not? You know what I mean? Like that's
That's
what I
the whole
mean.
point of what we're doing here is to try people out.
Yeah. So I want to push
Say
back
it,
on the
Sean.
word
Say it.
loyal. I
Say
want to
it.
push back on the word
Mhm.
loyal. I
Okay.
think that women are more possessive than men are. And the reason,
Ooh,
Mm,
possessive.
hold
I
on,
like it,
mm,
Sean.
hold on. The reason I say that is because women are happy as long as you are giving them what, and again, this is in a vacuum. I'm talking about the
mhm,
show, not women in general, but they're happy as long as they are getting what they want from their
Or
man
what they expect.
or what they expect from their
Mm,
man.
I would
As
agree.
soon as a man starts to present himself as not as engaged anymore,
mhm,
she cuts herself off until he finds another woman that he is
She be
interested
getting
in.
jealous, bro.
mhm.
Once he finds another woman, then that possessiveness
It
kicks
clicks.
in. And she's
Mhm,
like, well, what are you doing? Like, we were supposed to be together and like,
Well, I
we're
like the
supposed to
way
be
you're
a
okay.
saying,
couple and all
yeah.
this other stuff.
I like the way you're presenting that, Sean.
But it's like you didn't want me when you saw this other man come in, but now that I'm going to find and make a connection or pull for a chat another chick,
Mhm.
you all of a sudden don't like it.
Okay. Yes, I don't like the word possessive. So that's
Okay.
fine.
I don't like
But
loyal,
I
so
do
we're on
feel
the
like
same page as
so
that.
if we're thinking holistically, Sean's on episode
Okay.
8, and I know exactly why he's talking about this because Melanie absolutely, and I
Oh,
know that's who you're talking about right
100%
now.
we're gay,
Cannot
bro.
stand her, by the way.
No,
No,
I
no, I
don't
can't
like her
either.
at
100%.
all.
I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan.
I had the same exact thoughts with her around that same time too, because she was being very flippy. But
Mhm.
then when somebody else tried, or he tried to talk to somebody else, she was like, "But no, wait, oh my
Soul, which
man, I'm
is
losing my man."
so
Yeah, and I'm like,
gorgeous,
"But
by
girl,
the way.
you said 2 minutes ago that you didn't want that, that you were moving on, that you went and started making out with other people, like you
Mhm.
wanted to go explore other people,
And
Well,
then
like,
you
but
when
then
they're
got
saw
with Ben,
dudes
upset."
she's
do the
going back
same
and
thing,
forth
and
between him
yep.
and
Yeah.
Corbin or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
with Corbin,
Like,
Yeah.
bro.
what the heck? Like,
Okay,
Well,
you
and
can
so
that's why
tell
I
the
think the
difference between us.
irrationality, yeah, the irrationality of the Casa Amor is just wild. But I do think that that's why, like, that's what's in their heads.
so speaking of Corbin, bro, like, and I don't understand, like, why Kenzie was so
I do
upset.
not
She's another
vibe with him.
I can't
Okay,
stand
I
her
don't
I
either.
don't vibe with her either. So
okay, but
just to put that
She's
Jen,
a
out
can you
there.
gazelle that
explain
wants
that
to
to
be
me?
chased
Why
by
did
a
they
lion. That
go
makes no sense.
why did they go so hard at Corbin when he came back in with, what's her name, Permita? What's I can't
Yeah, I
even
don't even
remember
know
her
who she is.
nationality.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Persian, she's Persian. I was like, "What?" She said
Oh.
she was a
Yeah.
Persian cat, so
Yes.
why did they go
I.
so hard at her just because? And again, this goes back to my point when we were like when I was first talking is he said something that wasn't intended to be heard and he didn't know. And not to
But he still
again,
said
not
it,
to
and
he did say it, but yo, they've all said disrespectful stuff to each other behind each other's back. So like again, it's that
but
hypocrisy and the double standard that I just
I
can't
don't think so.
like going at the man for doing what he came to that place to do.
But
Like
I think it's beyond that, because he was talking, like, as a person, as a character, and yes, you guys were kinda shaky beforehand, but you were definitely telling her, like, "Yeah, we're interested. Yeah, I like you. Yeah, whatever." But when you're doing it just to stay in a couple so you don't get voted off or you don't get kicked out by some of the girls because you don't have a strong connection, I feel like that's what he was doing, and he kind of played her to make her think like he was actually interested when he never was, and that conversation
he
made it very
that's
clear
what
he
he
never
said.
was.
He was never interested.
I don't think he specifically said that. I think
But okay, so
what
then
he
that's a story
said,
that she's
because he was
telling
talking about
herself.
her,
But that's
but
a
I don't.
story,
Mm,
and he's just playing the game.
no.
But I can see both sides of that though, because yes,
Mm-mm.
people do say things in the game just because it's part of
Just to be there.
it's a show. So like you have to make it like dramatized so that people actually
100%.
want to
Mhm.
They
tune in
definitely
and
Mhm.
watch it.
dramatize or dramatize, whatever,
So I
however you
mean,
say that word.
I can understand like the whole thing about like yeah, people say things behind your back. That also doesn't excuse it.
No,
If you truly do like this person, if you are truly trying to build a connection and a relationship in the future and a bond with this person, then yeah, you're not going to say
Then
disrespectful
you wouldn't be
things
talking mess like that.
behind their back. Like you would be able to respect them as a person and as this individual that you're coupled up with, that even though you may want to say things because you want to
Mhm.
make it more public, I guess, about the types of things that you do or the types of things that you want or don't like, rather than actually committing to that person and standing by their side. I don't know. I can see both sides of that.
I don't know. To
I
me,
think
it's
that's why
just
they went so hard on him.
hypocrisy.
I mean, that's my thought is that's why they went so hard on him, and everybody was like, "Ew," because it was very much like a, "You don't say it to my face, you say it behind my back, and I don't vibe with that."
And you
But
also have to
again,
remember, like, these are 20-something-year-old
yeah,
kids.
they are.
100%,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they are
I think
early
they
he's
to
the
mid
say that they're
youngest
twenties.
too.
emotionally intelligent, but
He's
they're
like the
No, they're
youngest
not.
one,
not.
I
They
think.
don't
They are.
understand
I wouldn't
anything
agree
yet.
with. I
Yeah,
would
no.
agree with that for sure.
Yeah,
They don't have that maturity yet. Or I
yeah,
don't. I think most of them. I don't want to like. I can't speak for all 20 something
yeah,
year olds, but a lot of them lack that maturity.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, I think this just to me, it's just like your interpretation of the situation. Again, what he did and what he said, I'm not justifying that, right? Like to Sean's point, if I truly care for somebody, I'm not going to say those kind of things, even if I'm with my boys, right?
Mhm.
But so
And you know your
to the
every word is
point,
being
maybe that's
recorded.
the truth of what he felt, and that's kind of how it came out. And so then for her to sit there and like go at him, and all the girls went at him and Casey, which we can talk about that too. Him going with TT. I know people aren't
We're
gonna like
going to.
him for that, but I don't know, man. It's just like again, this is kind of to the whole point. When I think as rationally and logically as I can, the way they did what they did was not the best way to go about it. But if we're truly living the intention of this social experiment that is a TV
Mm.
show, you shouldn't judge people. You should be curious and instead of thinking, well, you screwed me over, you lied to me, have self-inflection. Why did this happen? Like, I
Mhm.
know, and to Sean's point, like he just said, these are 20-something-year-olds, so they probably don't have that level of maturity or self-reflection yet, but I don't know. Like, to get that pissed just because somebody's trying to find their happiness is crazy. Because that's the point of the whole thing, is for everyone to find their happiness. So if dude doesn't wanna
Right.
be with you, and again, it could have been delivered better, but take it as that. He didn't wanna be with you. Get
Mm.
upset, go through your emotions, but to sit there and make dude seem like the most horrible person, because what if the shoe was on the other foot and you found somebody in Casa more that was a better fit for you and you left dude high and dry? Females would be really offended if a dude came at their neck for the same thing.
But I think that kind of goes back to something that I was saying last week is like, what is your actual reason for being here? Like, why are
100%.
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
on the
we don't
show?
know the
Like, are you
intention of
here
the
to make to the
Yeah.
individual.
end to get the money? Are you here to get exposure because maybe you want to go into like acting or modeling? Some of them are already models, but maybe you want to
Mhm.
further your career and do something. Maybe you're trying to get land this big brand deal or something like that. Or are you truly here to find love while you're on the island? Like, what are
Yeah.
you actually here for? Because yeah,
Mhm.
if you're here to do all of those other things, you're going to look at it through like, okay, how can I make this as dramatic as I possibly can? How can I
Mhm.
react to this situation or this scenario to where it causes the most attention or it gets the most clicks
Mhm.
or the most likes or something of that nature?
Yeah.
If you're really there to find love and someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, I keep putting things in quotes, but someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, then yeah, you would be able to take a step back, assess the situation, and approach it from a standpoint of being more understanding or being more in tune with that person that you do have this connection with so that you can continue that connection moving forward.
Mhm.
And they chose him in the end. I mean, but like Jen
Yeah.
said, and that, I guess that to me, that just is bothersome too. It's like, why are you gonna sit here and just completely gut me in front of everyone and then be like, but I chose you still?
Yeah.
Like, what does that accomplish? And if you're really
Because
trying to move forward, not to say you shouldn't say your piece and express how it did hurt you, but to
I
do
think
it
that's
in,
exactly what they're doing.
but they're do okay, again, delivery. How am I gonna feel? Am I gonna feel safe in a relationship if you just go out in front of everybody and put me on a skewer?
Okay, but would you rather them do that in front of everybody to everybody's face and not hide anything, or go talk to your boys and just say shitty
No, I
things on
would
the
rather you
side?
come to me. If you're choosing me, I would rather you come
Exactly.
to me
So that's
one
what
on
they're
one.
doing.
I don't need you to put me on blast in front of everybody. I personally would take that as a slap in the
But
face and that,
it's an
I
experiment
think
though.
it's
oh,
and they're asking them those questions. Like
Yeah.
they're asking them, "How do you feel right now? How do you feel about him doing this? How do you feel about
Yeah.
her doing this?
for
Blah blah
sure.
blah." So like if you're
But
going to ask me, I'm going to say it. And
okay,
whether
and
you get
fair
upset about
enough.
what I say, that's on you. That's
Fair
not on
enough.
me. They're asking me about my feelings.
True, but so then, okay, that's funny you say that because yes, say your piece, but then when they're asked how they feel and why they did what they did, and they try and get their piece out, guess what them girls did?
They
Shut
probably
the
got upset about
Okay.
it.
shut your mouth.
First of
You
all,
don't have no right to do what you did. Like, they cut
first of
them
all,
off and made an unsafe place for me to tell you how I feel. When you're asking me how I feel, you're telling me my feelings aren't valid because it didn't go with your expectation.
I disagree slightly. I do think everybody needs to have their time to say their piece, whatever. I think with Casey and what he was saying, it was Trinity, which hop off my
Why
girl
is
Trinity
she
because
interjecting
you
herself
better back
into a
up because
conversation that
he
has
was slipping
nothing to
because
do
he
with
was
her?
slipping and she was going to call him out on it
No, but
because
that's
he
not
was
her
saying,
place. That's not her man.
"Why not?"
It's not her place.
Was it her girl though? Like, was she looking out for
Yes,
the
Yeah,
that's
girls
her
she's trying
girl.
to so, I mean,
yeah.
I can
Exactly.
understand that. Girls have a girl code just like we have a bro code, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, I can see that.
But I
For
don't
sure.
know.
If
None
you're
of the
gonna sit
dudes
there
was
and she's bawling her eyes out, upset, and then you're gonna sit here and say it was because of blah 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 blah, which is a complete flip from what you said before you left, then I'm gonna call out and be like, that's interesting because that's not what you did
here's
just 2 minutes ago.
here's the problem with these
So
relationships, yo. If you didn't have anything of
mhm.
building this house up, you have no comment on how this house is going.
That's for a real relationship though. These aren't
Yeah,
real
But they're trying to
relationships.
act
no,
like these are real relationships. These are real feelings, aren't they?
No, I
100%.
don't
No,
think
they
so.
are
I
real
think
feelings.
I
I
do
don't think
think they
they're
are
real.
real feelings. I think they're irrational. They are not based in logic. They are not based in the real world. But
That's my
Love Island is
thing.
its
That's
own
my
little
whole
world.
point to all this is like we the three of us have learned, like, give yourself time to truly think through something before you respond to it. pause. There's
Oh,
0
yeah, in the real
pause.
life, for sure. But
But you
yeah,
have
no.
that time here. You literally have nothing to do but think about all these things.
Well,
But
Literally.
not
I
when the
mean, they're not
host is
living a
no.
standing in
real
front of
life.
you
They're not
saying, "How do you
working.
feel about?"
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, think through your emotions and not just react to your emotions. Think through them.
Mm.
And then, again, having the feelings of hurtness based off what happened makes complete sense in any of these situations.
Mhm, mhm.
But the irrationality and hypocrisy, and it is on both sides. I agree with you. KC, he was very wishy-washy back and forth on the reason what he did. Bro, just say, I like this girl better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think there
Mhm,
has to be any more said than that. Like, you're trying to
mhm.
make a story that's not real.
Yeah,
So just be
yeah,
like, yo, I was feeling her better. I don't
mhm.
know what else to say. Like, it really is
Yeah.
that
Right.
simple.
But I do think, and that's why I think, like, with Casey, obviously, I didn't think he was really down for Anaya in the beginning
Well, I
anyways. I
don't
felt
think
like
so
he was
from the
just riding
beginning.
that out as much as,
100%. I think he was riding
but
it out. And I think his feelings were
100%.
hurt that nobody picked him. But to bring it
A
up now after she chose you 5
100%.
times, like, that's
Yeah.
not a logical
Like, come
argument
on
either.
now,
She
that's
did choose you.
goofy.
Y'all chose each other multiple times, so
Yeah,
you can't say you didn't feel like she didn't choose you because she
yeah.
did. So,
Is is that fair though? Because what if that's going to be lingering in the back of his
no,
mind
that's why I say it
moving
should
Oh, yeah.
forward?
linger because that would hurt
Yeah.
me especially going into this,
And it
right?
very much hurt him. It was
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much an
Yeah,
ego
he
thing
was
for
the
him.
leftover and he got paired with her based off of being the
Mhm,
leftover.
Yeah.
mhm.
For
So I mean
sure.
that I think that could add
It has
to
a reason or
yeah, I think that
it
that could
has
add to
value
his
in this
100%.
feelings of
situation.
why he might feel that way. Uh,
Yeah.
again, y'all are ahead of me, so I haven't seen
Yeah.
what he's done yet. But
Mhm.
I
I mean,
can I
they
can see.
they were steady together. I would say that
Yeah.
they weren't
Yeah.
like great, but they weren't bad. They were just steady.
Yeah.
And he found a girl that made him feel better, and he chose her.
Mhm.
And people are gonna hate him. I don't think he'll be back. I don't think he'll be on there much longer because
On there long,
all the
no.
stuff I see,
Especially
people
not
are
after his
roasting,
girl
bro.
TT
Yeah,
wanted to, like, actually fight somebody.
she was,
Like,
bro. She
girlfriend
literally
took
tried to
it.
pick a fight
Mm-mm.
with Trinity. It was pretty
She called her a little
entertaining.
girl. She said, "Oh, you a little
She said,
girl."
"Yep,
And then she said, "Are you gonna shut me up?"
yep." She
Like,
did.
say less. You cannot look
It
at
was
somebody and
funny.
say,
That's
"What are
what
you
I
gonna
was
do
talking
about it?"
about,
And you're
bro.
gonna shut me up
These
and
girls
think
are in
that
their
they're not trying to
emotions.
fight you.
It was
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh.
Absolutely not.
But
Well,
yeah,
I'll be interested to see what
super
happens.
dramatic, super
Yeah.
Yeah,
dramatic.
very.
But no,
Goodness. Well, a lot of things that they do on Love Island is trying to explore those connections and trying to pick up the other people and how do you navigate between this person that I am in a connection with and this new bombshell that's come in? Like how do you explore those different types of
well, and
connections that
that's
you
the
might
thing that
have?
doesn't make sense to me in this whole thing
Yeah.
is because everybody agrees that okay, if you want to explore your connections, I'm cool with it, but that's not the
But don't
truth.
do it.
Because as soon as they
Mhm,
do it, they
Yeah.
get upset.
Yeah.
So again, don't say something if you don't mean it. If you're
Yeah.
mhm,
gonna get your
mhm.
feelings hurt by me doing this, then be honest. So I know that you're gonna be upset. So then I do have a real choice to make. Am I gonna make this person upset and go explore this? Or is this person worth me focusing my energy and time on? Because I feel like a
Mhm.
lot of the drama and these issues that do arise, which I'm sure that's the producers and stuff aren't gonna try and help these people like they want the
No.
crazy and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
dramatics and but
It's
if
even
these
better for
Yeah.
them.
people would be clear in their communication, which I am coming from me is pretty funny because I'm probably one of the worst communicators in the world when it comes to relationships. You've asked Becca. I could definitely benefit
Ah.
from the words that I'm saying right now, but clear is kind, bro. If you could say exactly
Very
how you're
kind.
feeling in the moment and people would reciprocate the same thing and say, you know
Yeah.
what, I would be hurt if you did that, then at least I know that okay, but if you tell me that you're good with it, I'm gonna go with the value of what you just told me. So
Mhm.
when you get upset, I am gonna be defensive
But
and
I
not understanding because you said, "Now
yeah.
do you?"
But
Okay, I
you
did
do have
me,
to
and
read
now
the
I'm
But
cues
doing.
I
though
feel like there was
too.
not a lot of
Yeah,
that. I
but
don't feel like there was a lot of, "I'm gonna go do
I
this."
would
It's,
disagree with that.
"Well, I'm interested in it, but you're not my number 1, and I really feel like nothing can come in between us, and we're gonna be the greatest." Literally, he's what's his face? Sincere said, "We're gonna be the
No,
greatest love
sincere, bro.
story ever, blah, 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 blah,
Bro,
blah."
be bouncing
And,
back and
like,
forth like a basketball, bro. He doesn't.
literally,
There's
but
no
that's what I feel like
consistency,
there's
bro.
been more of this
Nah,
season is,
no.
"Yeah, I'm locked down, I'm locked in, I'm blah, blah,
But
blah."
again, they chose each other after they had a chance to
100%.
move on. Him and Melanie,
100%, which
which
all
is
3 of them,
shocking to
Delulu.
me. I thought Sincere
All
would
3.
definitely choose the Casa Amor girl.
I was
Her name was Amora.
shocked,
I really thought he was gonna come in there with her, and
and I think the
Melanie
people
was
are
gonna
gonna
be
vote her back
upset.
in.
Wait,
Oh,
so
she have a
Sincere and
chance?
Melanie are still together?
They chose
Yes.
each other in
Oh,
They chose
the
each other.
Casa Amor, bro.
that's
Yep,
terrible.
which is
Why?
Yeah,
shocking. Like, I
yeah.
really thought it was over at that point.
And she had another guy there that was
Mhm,
really, like, going
mhm.
for Casa Amor, like,
Yep,
made a picnic for her, like, was really trying
yep,
to be like, "Hey, you'd be better off with me, like, trust me, blah, blah, blah,"
yep.
and
Yeah.
she still wasn't there.
She
All
did.
3 of them, though. All 3 of the ones that ended up staying, which I
Same
think
thing,
were
skewered him in
goofy.
front of everybody.
Yeah, but also, like, they had a really good option so that
Both
they
of them
could
had
have
good
picked.
Yeah.
options.
Carl, I really hope America votes him back
Man, I felt
in.
bad for that man.
I felt so bad for
He
Carl.
seemed
Carl.
like a genuinely decent guy.
I know, he doesn't
Carl,
look like a Carl
Carl.
either, but he
He
seems
does not
like
look like a
such a good
Carl.
dude.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
Mm.
Anaya made the wrong choice, bro.
She did, but hopefully America votes him back in because apparently we get to vote in,
See, that's why I didn't even pay
one of the
attention
girls
to
and one
none
of
of
the guys.
that. Oh,
Are you a
okay.
voter, Jen? Do you vote?
Huh?
Do
For
you
sure,
vote?
if I
I
catch
was
him
like, I
enough
believe
times.
Jen
Oh
votes on a
man.
lot of TV
If I
shows for
but most of
sure. A
rude.
lot of
What does
TV
that
shows,
mean?
like a
There was
singing
a lot
show.
of
I
insinuation
bet
in
no,
that
like I
face,
bet you
sir.
vote on American Idol, or
Couldn't tell you the last time I watched American Idol.
I
She
feel like
has
you're
bitter
just.
feelings
I
toward
feel like you
American
like to
Idol.
participate in TV shows like that. I don't know.
I
That's
It's
true.
think
not a
this is the
slight.
only show that I've ever
Oh,
voted
I've never voted
for
on any
something on.
show in my life. I'll just say
Same.
that.
I
But
haven't
again,
either.
it's only because they only have a certain, like,
It's
hours
a window,
window
yeah, of
after
time.
because it's every day.
Yeah,
So most of the time I miss them.
too much.
So I didn't get
So
to
are
vote
y'all
on this one, but
caught up? Are
I
y'all
am.
to
yeah,
the
I'm
new one?
caught up.
Okay, dang,
Tonight will
I
be
got a
the
long
new
way to
one.
go. Okay.
Yeah, you good.
I'll
No,
get
I
on it.
mean, fast forward to it, bro. It's all the same
Yeah.
old shit every
Yeah,
time.
I actually took some of Becca's advice. Like I've just been kind of like playing, and you mentioned it too. Just kind of play it in the background, just not pay
Mhm.
attention
Yep.
to it, but like listen
Background
and things.
noise.
And
You
Just
then
can
when
pick up
things get
on,
loud, like,
yeah,
you
you
pay
can pick up
attention.
on different
people
things
start
that are going
yelling,
on.
you just start
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah, we'll catch up
Yeah.
on it. We'll keep you all caught up as well.
We obviously
It's gonna
got
be something
emotions
weekly
and
that we're gonna
feelings
do.
on it, huh, Jen?
Yeah,
Too
Jen is
emotional
very
over here.
emotional right now, apparently, according to
Let me take a deep
Barry.
breath and count
According
to
to
4.
Barry,
Take a
yes.
deep breath. Pause, bro.
Man. Well, we do want to thank you all for coming back to episode number 5 of Bald Enough to Say It. This has been a really fun time that we've been having with this. If you are new here, go check out our website. Even if you've been with us for a while, go check out our website because it has the link to all of our different socials there. You can find us on all of your major podcast apps. So you can listen to us anywhere that you would like. On YouTube, make sure that you do ring that bell so that you get the notifications every time that we do have our weekly episodes that come out for you. We've also got some things that we're working on in the background. We're going to start to do a few more, potentially like shorter videos and episodes for you guys too, just to put some additional content out there for you as well. But we love you. We thank you so much. If you want to connect with us, go and send some messages. We love interacting with our fans too. So we want to hear from you a little bit more. But see you all in episode number 6. Bye, everybody.
Peace
Bye.
out, y'all.
Peace.